Before we begin, look around you. Your phone shows today's date. Your watch tells you the exact time. Every meeting, every birthday, every deadline depends on something we never question: time. But here's the mystery. Who decided that today is 2026? Why isn't it year 10,542 or year 1? And what existed before year 0001? Welcome to S Codex, where we uncover the stories hidden behind history. Today we're traveling back tens of thousands of years to discover how humanity captured something no one could see: time itself. Because the calendar hanging on your wall isn't just paper, it's one of the greatest inventions in human history. Imagine waking up in a world with no clocks, no calendars, no phones, no idea what day it is. You wouldn't know when the rains would arrive. You wouldn't know when winter would begin. Plant your crops too early, and they'll die. Plant them too late, and you'll starve. For our ancestors, understanding time wasn't about being punctual, it was about survival. Long before kingdoms, religions, or written history, humans looked up at the sky searching for patterns. One of the oldest clues comes from Central Africa. Around 20,000 years ago, someone carved tiny marks into the bone of a baboon. Today it's known as the Ishango Bone, one of the oldest mathematical artifacts ever discovered. At first, researchers believed these were simple counting marks, but later microscopic studies suggested something extraordinary. Some scientists noticed that the markings closely matched the moon's 29.5-day cycle. If that's true, it means prehistoric humans may have been tracking lunar months thousands of years before the first cities even existed. No writing, no metal tools. Yet someone was already trying to understand the rhythm of the heavens. Humanity's first conversation with time may have begun with a simple bone. Thousands of years passed. Small carvings turned into giant monuments. Across the plains of England stands one of history's greatest mysteries: Stonehenge. Massive stones weighing several tons were arranged with astonishing precision. For centuries, people believed it was only a burial site or a religious monument. But some archaeologists proposed another possibility. What if Stonehenge also worked like a giant solar calendar? According to one theory, the outer ring represented the days of a month, helping ancient people track the sun's yearly journey. Not everyone agrees. Many historians argue there isn't enough evidence, and that the monument had entirely different purposes. And that's what makes history fascinating. Sometimes the biggest mysteries don't have final answers. They only leave us asking better questions. While Europe was experimenting with monuments and astronomy, something remarkable was happening in ancient India. Around the time of the Vedanga Jyotisha, scholars carefully studied the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. They discovered a difficult problem. A lunar year lasts about 354 days. A solar year lasts about 365 days. That difference of roughly 11 days might sound tiny, but after several years, seasons would completely shift. Summer festivals would slowly begin appearing in winter. Harvest seasons would drift away from the actual climate. Ancient Indian astronomers solved this with an elegant idea: an extra month, known as Adhik Mas. Instead of forcing days to disappear, they occasionally inserted an additional month, so the lunar calendar stayed aligned with the seasons. This system has continued for thousands of years, and is still used today to determine many Hindu festivals. It's a brilliant reminder that different civilizations solved the same problem in different ways. India's fascination with time didn't stop there. In Odisha stands the breathtaking Konark Sun Temple. Its enormous stone wheels are more than beautiful sculptures. Many researchers believe they were designed to function like giant sundials. As sunlight moved across the carved spokes, shadows could indicate the passing hours. Imagine checking the time, not on a smartwatch, but on a masterpiece carved from stone over 7 centuries ago. Meanwhile, another calendar crisis was unfolding in ancient Rome. The Roman calendar had become a political tool. Powerful leaders could lengthen or shorten years whenever it suited them. Festivals no longer matched the seasons. The entire system had descended into chaos. Then came Julius Caesar. With the help of astronomers from Alexandria, he introduced the Julian calendar. A year was fixed at 365 days, with an extra leap day every 4 years. For its time, it was revolutionary. But there was one tiny mistake. The actual solar year is about 11 minutes shorter than 365.25 days. 11 minutes doesn't sound like much, but over centuries, those minutes became days. By the 1500s, the calendar had drifted by around 10 days. That meant important Christian festivals were occurring at the wrong time. Something had to change. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII introduced what we now call the Gregorian calendar. But correcting history came with an unbelievable decision. The day after October 4th became October 15th. 10 entire calendar days disappeared. Imagine going to sleep on the 4th and waking up on the 15th. Many people believed time itself had been stolen. Some protested, some panicked, some feared they'd lost 10 days of their lives. Eventually, most of the world adopted the Gregorian calendar, and that's the calendar almost all of us still use today. Today, our most accurate atomic clocks can measure time so precisely that they would lose less than a second over millions of years. We can track nanoseconds, launch spacecraft, synchronize the internet, navigate the entire planet using satellites. But perhaps we've also forgotten something. For our ancestors, time wasn't just numbers. It was the rhythm of nature, the blooming of flowers, the arrival of rain, the migration of birds, the changing sky. Every civilization, from prehistoric hunters to Indian astronomers, from Roman reformers to medieval builders, added one small piece to humanity's greatest puzzle. And that's why, when you look at today's date, you're not just reading a number, you're looking at thousands of years of observation, mistakes, discoveries, and human curiosity. The calendar on your phone is the result of countless generations trying to answer one impossible question. How do you measure something you can never touch? If you enjoyed uncovering one of history's greatest mysteries, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who loves fascinating facts, and subscribe to S-Codex, because every week we uncover hidden truths, forgotten civilizations, mysterious events, and unbelievable stories that history books barely mention. Until the next mystery, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, history isn't just about the past. It's the code that explains the present. This is S-Codex. See you in the next video.